Hello there. So, today the traffic was wretched in Destin, trying to leave Destin to get into Fort Walton. I was pretty slammed, and it was, when it would loosen up a little bit, it would run about 30 miles an hour. And this guy that I saw over by the car show today, in this orange new like Camaro or something, older guy, this banana head decided to pull right in front of me with, I mean, just like a slice of toast. There was no room, and he pulls, all of a sudden decides to pull in front of me from the right-hand lane with no turn signal, nothing. And man, I hit the brakes, and there's like 3 cars right behind me. We almost all collided because this guy was such a bonehead. You have to watch what you're doing. I have a friend of mine, Charlie, that's been a tractor trailer driver for years and owned his own tractor. And he used to run for Tyson doing chicken eggs. And he had a Cadillac pull right in front of him one time on the highway because they don't think about what it takes to stop a tractor trailer. There's a whole bunch of mess going on there. And you don't pull right in front of a tractor trailer unless you just really want to die. You really have to make sure there's plenty of room. And this Cadillac just whooped right in front of him, and he's like hitting the brakes. You know, it can kill people. You have to be really, really, really careful. That's a whole ton of weight, you know, to be sliding around hitting the brakes instantaneously because somebody's an idiot. And 2, remember, these are the guys that are bringing the stuff to the stores so that you can buy it, you know, or the stuff that has been purchased online and being moved around. So you want to have, you know, the ultimate respect for these tractor trailer drivers. I will tell you that 99% of them are really, really nice guys. You know, I've met a lot of them on the road through the years. They're just really great people. I've had personal friends that were tractor trailer drivers. I had a friend of mine who used to run fuel. He was a character. And he lived in Esther, Florida. And then, of course, Charlie, who was out of the Alabama area, which he's moved to Florida, he and his wife. And he run eggs most all the time. And, you know, they're really super neat people. Very, very little of them are just trash. You know, they have a really, really tough job. And because they changed a lot of the laws years ago where they couldn't just run non-stop, and they started drug testing them because there was guys taking speed so they could stay awake for days, keep the wheels rolling and make that money, because that's where the money's at. And then the new laws, they started restricting how many hours they could run on the road so that they can make sure they stop for a little while and get some rest and then carry on. Their books have to be up to date. They have to be ready in case they get stopped at any time by the DOT or whatever. Because it's huge fines and stuff to the driver and the company if something is wrong. So, they're just doing the best job they can. And it takes a whole lot to you know, drive a tractor trailer successfully. A lot, it takes, they have to educate them to drive it to begin with, and that takes a while to, you know, get it, other than the fact it takes a while to get really good. Okay, so please respect the tractor trailer drivers. But anyway, yeah, these tourists bite. We're in spring break, Destin and Florida, well, upper Florida, anyway. This is the biggest time of the year for this area in upper Florida, where mid-Florida, like Tampa and that area, their biggest time of the year is winter. So, anyway, this is here when the spring break is basically in effect. The hotels get tremendously high. They get double or triple. Any of the seasonal type rentals, short-term rentals for tourists, like houses or whatever, are incredibly high. They go by the day or by the week. They're huge money. And what a lot of these people charge for the week is more than what it would have rented for a month. Okay. So they make that money. The Airbnbs are horrendous high at this time of year. I don't know if there's a lot of J1s this year because it kind of outlawed it last year due to the pandemic, but usually the J1s end up using up a lot of the vacation rentals and hotels. I just don't know what the situation is this year. I will have to ask some people that question. But anyway, because there's a lot of them that work in the Fort Walton, Destin area, and they'll work more than one job, and they will just do as many hours as they can, you know, because most of them, it's an educational thing, so they get the hours in for their college education by being an imported student type thing. Anyway, and they usually stay about 3 months, and then it usually really hurts the locals because they can't get work. But anyway, it is 59 degrees. It is Saturday. It is 8 p.m. at night. And some of this traffic is lifted up in the Fort Walton area. But I will tell you, they have a fair over here at the Santa Rosa Mall. And it's looked pretty slow during the daytimes, but in the evenings it gets pretty busy. So, I don't know if I'm going to fool that place. That might be a nightmare going there. I don't know the prices or anything like that. I haven't had time to go look at it because I'm so busy doing other things. I'm trying to get the storage is kind of waterproof because it rains in there, and we're going to have a rain in a few days supposedly. So I'm trying to get everything in plastic containers and tarped and whatever, because they claim they just put new roofs on and they don't leak, and yes, they do leak. It's absolutely wretched. Oh jeez, better probably go maybe the other way. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but when you figure it out, it'd be really a cool thing. Let's see if I can get you a view of this fair. I guess I'm gonna have to take it off. Oh, here we go. How about that? Oh, that's a cute thing. It looks like a little tugboat. Oh, I didn't even see them building that one. Nobody behind me, so I can kind of stop for a second. They worked so hard to put this up. It took them days to put this together. Looks pretty busy. Now the cars will fake you out because like 75% of the cars here are from car dealerships, because they rent the land to put them on, to store them here. But I'm looking at the rides and stuff. I mean, it's not a big long waiting line, except for this ticket line is a little bit long. And I'm not seeing much social distancing at all. Wow.